What's going on, YouTube friends and family? Listen, this time I decided to go ahead and finally give you guys a live. So I'm gonna wait a few moments to see if any more YouTube family comes into the room or decides to join. I'll wait a few moments before I go ahead and get started with my first live. And y'all don't try to do me too bad with this shit because this is my first one. I plan on killing this shit like I do everything else and making it better. If not this time, then the next. But I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a few moments for those of you who have not joined already to go ahead and come into the live. I didn't get a chance to actually send out a message to kind of give you guys a heads up. So I kind of wanted to wait till a little later in the evening to where everybody's kind of got relaxed, kind of got, away from out of church, maybe kind of done with family, kind of in relaxation mode to where you got time to, relax, do your own thing, come down here to the YouTube and fuck around with fools like me. Listen, I'm just still trying to give it a few more minutes. Ain't nobody came in this motherfucker yet. We're gonna find out how this thing gonna go, like I said. So many subscribers, and everything is studied, that like the numbers are constantly rising. And again, even if you're not here in the present moment yet, I still want to say how much I appreciate you all. Like, y'all come through so fucking hard. In the comment section, you guys are blowing that shit up. Let me tell you, I've been trying to keep up with commenting and liking all of your comments, everything you guys put out there. Good, mundane, bad, however some may see it, or even myself. And somebody keeps, someone keeps coming in the comments saying they can't hear me. Turn the volume up, but I'm like, shit, my volume up on my ends, I keep testing this, is up high as it can go, And even when I go back and listen to the videos are actually really soundable to me. I can hear them very well. One of my coworkers is a big fan of mine. And I say fan because that's how she puts it. But she was telling me that one day, she was at work, she was like, you need to speak up in one of the videos, da-da-da-da. And I was like, well, go to it. Went to it and got her little tablet. Sister girl had the thing even turned up loud enough to hear shit, so it's no wonder. So maybe I want to check your volume on your thing and see what it's doing. And see how that's going. But anywho, I guess, fuck it. If nobody comes in, I'm not going to be on this bitch all night. We're going to, just like I said, this is a test run. We're going to see how this goes. And maybe I can send you guys actually a notification because I'm still learning as well. I'm a very, intellectual man. I'm learning new shit every day. And trust me, I do my studying. And so I'm going to figure out how to better give you guys a heads up as to when these videos will be, these lives, should I say, when they will be broadcasted, because the biggest thing I wanted to do was make sure I actually gave as much pour out of love to the supporters as they have given to me. So again, I'm gonna keep waiting around for a couple of minutes and see if anybody get the notification. I'm broadcasting from a different app and not directly from YouTube, and so that could be part of the issue. Like I said, I'm doing this shit as a test to see what happens and how it goes. The bottom line is it'll be saved one way or the other. You guys will see the video. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, or maybe another minute or so, and then I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this material. And while we're doing that, let me give some background as to why I'm actually doing this video on Miss Juanita Bynum. Basically, shit, I said I was gonna give it a minute, but it seems like I'm getting right into everything right away, huh? But basically about, I want to say gospel singer, but fuck, she ain't really no singer. Even she's admitted that, excuse me, on her own platform years ago when she started to talk about, singing for the very first time and came out with an album. I think the very first album was entitled Behind the Veil. And honestly, somewhere along there, she went into the factor of wanting to be an evangelist, a preacher, I don't know, whatever they want to call it nowadays, a prophetic, a prosper, I don't know, shit. But she wanted to give the word, preach out the word in the pulpits and whatnot to the people. And so basically, she started to do that. But it seems to me, she's taken over the years, she's taken a whole bunch of different turns. But anyway, I said I was going to give it another minute. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and go ahead and discuss basically, Miss Juanita Bynum coming up on her platform in the pulpit, about a day or so ago. I don't know, somewhere preaching somewhere, bringing forth the word to the people. And basically hi Jane Farmer, thank you. I appreciate the compliment, my dear. I really do appreciate it. I didn't see where anyone was here, so I'm glad you actually let me know. So apparently, I'm not getting notifications. I'm not getting the notifications I'm supposed to be getting up here at the top, letting me know who joins. So thank you, Jane Farmer, for letting me know that you were here. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate your support. She's been on with me for a minute, I think, since I started, y'all. So big shout out to Miss Jane Farmer. I love you so much as a supporter. Please stick around. It's only going to get better. But basically, Miss Juanita Bynum, like I said before, she's gotten into somewhat of the singing career when she's not really all that great at it. And then she also got into the pulpit and, started preaching the word and all this different stuff. Well, over the years, I followed her a long time ago, and I've actually discovered the Clark sisters. Honestly, I discovered Juanita Bynum first, and it was behind the Behind the Veil album. And also, she was preaching, I think, on TBN or something like that. Or she was, a couple of things she was doing with TBN and in the gospel world and in the church industry. And so, quite frankly, saying all that to have said, basically, the reason I'm here tonight, and I've chosen to make this my live and see how this shit goes, is because she recently posted a video, like I said, a day or so ago, mentioning that how much of a sin it is, how people that are saved should not be listening to secular music, and how God is saying that we need to clean it up and all this different stuff, kind of in same conjunction with the same video I did about Bishop Wooten of Raleigh, North Carolina, and Beyonce and the Renaissance album, particularly Church Girl. The bottom line is, it kind of speaks to the same thing. It's like, I guess I want to agree to disagree with her. Yes, church folk, if you're that saved and you're that churchy and you're that devout of a Christian, and you plead the blood of God every morning you wake up during the day and before you go to bed, that kind of thing, then she's right. Then you probably should not be listening to secular music, Maddie Moss didn't let the girls listen to secular music, although shit, apparently, Denise, we all know from looking at the documentary, was doing her own thing when it came to that kind of music and that type of life. But eventually it still flowed over when they made, You Brought the Sunshine. So it still speaks to music is music. That's the other part of the 50-50. I mean, listen, I'm going to hit the accelerator in a minute. But the bottom line is, I'm saying that to say that if she feels that goddamn hard about it, or that, upset about it, she and Bishop Wooten, I feel like this. Just stay your ass off Apple Music. Just stop fooling around there with Pandora. Fix your YouTube playlist up to match nothing but godly things. Set those things in order on your playlist, so therefore you will not come across things like Beyonce's Renaissance Church Girl, or Virgo and all this other shit, saying Cozy and all these other songs that she's made, or the fact that she was saying, I bet some of y'all now got those, either play them on the way to church, or are playing them either leaving here or something. You probably got the song in your head. Then she played a song. She had the people play a song in the church. I guess, I don't know what the hell it was. It was something pertaining to secular music. But the bottom line is, after all the shit she done did over the years that we've overlooked, the fact that she done whooped her ex-husband's ass in the parking lot down yonder ways because he decided he wasn't going to do what the fuck she asked him to do, at excuse me, one of the situations that she had been booked as an artist at the present moment during that time. I think it was like 2012 or something like that, 2013, somewhere back then. It was a whole debacle shit that whooped the man's ass in the parking lot, up in the hotel room, and all kind of other shit that, and call the police, file a report, and all this other shit. Don't believe me, look it up. She's even been basically accused of other things in the Bible that she telling other folk not to be doing. Robbing God. She done went down there and booked events with the churches, and then decided, after she's got her $5,000 booking fee and you know, she gets most of whatever comes off the collection plate that's being passed around that night. That was the terms of her contract, and that came from her and the bishop that she accused of trying to look at her naked in the room. No, the bishop came over to find out why in the fuck they done paid you this money over here and done paid for this fancy hotel and done paid for you and your staff to eat and drink and sleep really good. And then all of a sudden you're not showing up down to the event. So they came, the bishop came down there to find out what was going on. And come to find out, she had a whole attitude about something else she didn't get. And now all of a sudden, she decided the people done paid her, she gonna take the money and run. Shall a man rob God? Apparently, she got her ass up there and robbed the church. And now she wanna sit up there and act like she holier than thou art. And, you know, nobody can touch her. You know, she's basically untouchable. At this point, she's so washed in the blood of the Lamb. Hallelujah. And all this extra stuff here. I just don't understand some people and how they act within the church. And I really got on here. I said I really wasn't going to go all that hard because it was my first live. And I didn't know how it was going to be. But Juanita Bynum need to go sit her ass down somewhere with all the wigs on and all that motherfucking bundle on her face looking like Tammy Faye Baker. A black Tammy Faye Baker over there trying to get her money from TBN and from these folks now. Over here, she'd have been sat down so many times. And if she had not been sat down, she should be sat down for good because the bottom line, she ain't learned nothing. She followed the same suit that Kim Burrell, Bishop Wooten, and all these other pastors over here. And if you ain't heard about the other pastor that sat up here and dogged the shit out his whole congregation because they didn't buy him some kind of name brand expensive watch, and said no wonder the folks still look broke and all this other shit. And that's why they stay broken, looking broken. They wonder why they're not prospering because they're not honoring the man of God. So honoring the man of God means me going out here working all this time, busting my ass, dealing with all these folk over here on this job all week long, and every other week and every week. Now I got to take a tenth of what I earn, not just from that check, but the overall month, and come down here and bring to the storehouse. But yet when I decide to come on here and say, listen, Bishop, your bishopness, your pastoralship, something happened down to my job. I ain't got no job no more. I need a little help from the church. I need a little help from the storehouse. And all of a sudden now, you got to fill out all kind of applications like you're trying to get welfare from the government or some kind of assistance or food stamps or some shit. And all of a sudden, they can't honor any of that. Now the storehouse is shut down. But she over here preaching instead of collecting and writing books and singing songs that nobody pretty much even know anymore, probably other than myself. Hey, Sierra, how are you? How are you doing, friend? I'm doing well. It's good to see you. Well, good to hear from you, should I say. I'm saying see you, but to see your name there, basically, I'm still, in my mind, put a face with a name. She's another one, another A1 since day one that has been around. Thank you so much, Sierra. I really appreciate you and your support and everything that you do. But yeah, you know, she's making this money off these books and these records that, like I said, nobody even remembers, but probably me. And that's because I was following the heifer in some likes during that time. But when it's all said and done, I still can't figure out for the life of me. And if any of y'all in here, let me know. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know, because we discussing Juanita Bynum. I jumped on here and to see, I titled the thing by discussing a few things, and it was in fact a few things about Juanita Bynum's ass, and the fact that no, I am not against the church. But if you open your eyes and look at some of the things that people like Juanita Bynum, and like I said before, Bishop Wooten, Bishop Whitehead, you know, all these people are doing, they're portraying the church to be something that it's not supposed to be in the beginning. So it really screws up the thought process of the church, the narrative of church, the healing process, because if the healing process actually involves me coming to buy it, well, hell, I can go down to the chiropractor, make myself feel better. Listen, yeah, don't nobody like Juanita Bynum like that. I don't understand why she feels the need. That was Sierra. She was like, don't nobody like Nita like that. And you're right. So at the end of the day, her whole opinion about it is actually really obsolete in my opinion. And apparently you all as well. It's very obsolete because of the simple fact of, again, yes, we are human. I don't care if you are supposed to be a man or woman of the cloth. You are human. You have human emotions and feelings. Now that we as a human, a spiritual being, should understand with each other and everyone. But, you know, real hardcore churchgoers and real saints, sometimes they haven't really come to that conclusion that You're still flesh and blood. Your spiritual being, that's all a part of here as well. And they keep fucking at it, taking all your money, going down into the church, buying Reverend a new Mercedes. Listen, when I seen mine driving 2 Mercedes and then got up in the pulpit and bragged about it, people like Juanita Bynum, that don't even bother me. And my best friend and I, we had a debate, excuse me, about tithe paying. And I will admit, I would never pay another tithe to another church. I would again rather give my money to somebody that I know is helping them in a way that they, you know, because the church may not help them in that way. They probably helping somebody else that's actually really trying to run the game. But all people like her doing is going by new Maybelline, you know, the non-wash-off shit. So when she get down into the pulpit, fake crying and whatnot, and slayed up in the spirit, and good hair and good glue and good stitches. So her 1, 2, 37 or 20, what you call that, 32 inch, don't go fly the fucking off her head when she go acting crazy, shaking and doing all that old crazy shit, carrying on, saying she's slain in the spirit again, trying to get everybody's money, because after all of that, she turns around now, she got to pass the bucket. And she wants something for all that hooping and hollering, because she got to get reimbursed for them wigs if they ain't paid for already. And if you done went out and paid for it and spent the money, now you really want to get that money back. So it's a business. You go out and buy a new gown or a new dress to go preach in or something to go sing in. And I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all of them because they, you know, I support some. I can tell the genuine and the real from the fake. I can honestly say that. I have a very good spirit of discernment. My intuition is on point. So when it comes to being around those who are full of flot, I know when I see them from a mile away. Even if it takes me a moment to sniff them out. I got you. But yes, you know, I started to say, like I said, I'm not going to get on here and make a big deal about it. But in the end, this to me is to open everybody's spiritual eyes to these people that you are all having to lead you. Like this fruit nut over here. And I'm going to keep saying Baskin Robbins 31st flavor. Like Fred Sanford say, Tootie Nut. A crazy motherfucker like this. Over there in the pulpit telling you how to live your life while she in the background somewhere probably taking several shots. Patricia Woodbine. That's her. From Chucalissa, motherfucking Mississippi. That's her. Now I put it together. Spirit just spoke to me and said basically, yes, there you go. Swam bamboozle. There it is. Sister Patricia Woodbine. Sister Juanita, a.k.a. Juanita Bynum. You know what I'm saying? You did all that fucked up shit. And then, like I say, I'm not trying to get on here and tell nobody's business or trying to accuse nobody of nothing, but, you know, shit. Word on the street was, back in the Gap, she was a lesbian. Word on the streets, same thing. Not my words. Go Google, go Google shit. I'm telling you, go look at it. Put in your search engine and watch it comes up. And that's what I'm saying. They have so much shit of their own that they need to be hiding and praying for on their knees, praying to their deity, their God, you know, Lord the Father, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, and all that. They need to be praying themselves instead of over here telling somebody what the fuck they ought not be listening to. You ain't got that kind of time, sis. You got shit to be doing. You got life and your own work to be working on. Exactly. She said it right out her own mouth. Like I said about Bishop. What are you doing? Listen to that kind of music. And this is the thing. Y'all talking about what the Bible says. Y'all sitting around here studying throwing stones and hiding your hands. He that cast the first stone. Why are you studying on his... Y'all, I don't understand how... Well, church is a business. You know, it's supposed to be a house of healing. That's what I've known for it to be as growing up as a child. I mean, itty bitty something growing up in the church. My grandfather was a pastor. I've said it before, we'll say it again. So with that being said, it's like, I know how the church operates. I know what you're supposed to get from it. But here recently, my eyes have been open to a whole different thing now. You know, not saying the church itself is just corrupt all along. Again, Exhibit A. And there's so many more exhibits. If you go back in them videos I done made over yonder ways, if you really fucks with me like that, you go back and check up all them videos I done made, so you'll really laugh your ass off, for real, for the one time. And you'll see exactly what I mean. by these types of people. They get up there and they preach one life to you and they get off stage and live another. I've seen it. I've seen it for the most part. They do all that speaking in tongues, rolling around on the floor, kicking off their shoes, about to lose that centerpiece, that centerpiece off the top of their head, fucking up their good dress and carrying on just so they can make money to go buy another one. Like I say, just like Patricia Woodbine down there in Chuckalisa. So honestly, no, I've been stopped respecting Juanita Bynum. Like I said, her opinion really to me really didn't make a difference. I just got on here and talked about the shit because one, you know, with P Valley is gone, you know, for the time being, Lord forbid they stay gone for another year and a half, 2 years or some shit before we forget everybody's names again and forget what the hell happened last season. But it's just, I've been giving up on what the fuck she thinks. Matter of fact, I didn't even know she was still even preaching or even trying to even sing or call herself being in the Word of God. With all the shit she had done the last time I had, you know, heard about her. If anything, if she was such a devout Christian, at least go in and talk to the Clarksons and let them lay hands on you. Let the Render lay hands on you or something and speak a word. Go in and talk to Bishop. Shield and let him do something for you. Because all of y'all out here making all this money, buying Gucci and Fendi and all this shit, I don't understand. Take your ass over to the Target and buy you a nice outfit and go over there and preach to them people and go down there to Dillard's like any other respectable church woman and get you a nice little, you know, a little something with some rhinestones on that bitch. Or go down here to Lucille's boutique and get you a little something, you know, for a reasonable price and stop taking the Saints' money going down to the Gucci when the Saints ain't got no money to go down there and get it. The Saints going down here to the same beauty party been going down here for 35 years. You flying all to Miami and shit to get your hair done. You would probably live in Detroit some goddamn well. But you here trying to tell me how to live my life. But you taking my money, living the life that you want to live. No, I'm going to live the life that I choose to live. And I'm going to use my coin to do it. Because I'm not going to pay for your shit to be waxed. Your eyebrows, your makeup. That old throwback ass lipstick she still been wearing and carrying on whatnot. That old wet and wavy wig. It's time out for that. Y'all can't be taking no biblical advice from folk like that. It just ain't safe. And I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna do you no good. Because 9 times out of 10, everything they preaching to you in that pulpit is bringing them to convict your ass and make you feel like if you walk out that door and a metro bus knock your motherfucking ass off until next week, you're going to meet your maker, and your maker's going to be standing there with a pitchfork in his hand, with some horns on his head, ready to send your ass buns for the rest of all eternity. That's what they tell you. Over there, that's what they tell you, the church most. That's why they call it, why they had an altar call and all that stuff, and the doors, the opening of the doors, because they're trying to get you up in there, they're casting the net. And I'm not saying don't go down there and join the church, but make sure if you're going to join one, make sure you join in one that got a pastor, that is respectable and that is really about his flock and it's about really the word of God, and he's actually still about his people. He's still human. Don't go down into somebody that's driving 2 and 3 Mercedes and got a big ass 6-bedroom, 8-bedroom house over here in the hills, and you living over here eating motherfucking canned beans or poker beans and rice and commodity from down there to no. And he out there at Steak 48 somewhere eating a big juicy one, you over there cooking some fucking beans and rice. I ain't saying ain't nothing wrong with good bean and rice every now and again, but you be damn sure, rest assured, if I'm gonna get out here and earn it, I'm gonna be bold enough to burn it. I'm not gonna give it to some other jackass like this butternut over here to go out there and she riding in the best of cars and she out there, you out there working for an hourly wage. This woman is going over here and requesting before she shows up 5 stacks, if it has not gone up. The last I heard about her contracts, 5 stacks, and that's just to be booked. And then she goes back and say, yeah, I know they give an offering, and if it's any of them big old mega churches, sister girls say the offering is hers, or either half of it is hers. And they got to pay for her staff to come, her glam squad and all this stuff to come. Oh, yes, I've been in the church industry behind some of these artists. I can tell you how a lot of it goes. I ain't telling you nobody's business, because they ain't none of my shit. You find out for yourself if you want to dig. But I'm telling you how I've seen some of them act and how I've seen some of the shit go down. They want their booking fee up front. And like I said, in cases like her, she'll lay around there and ghost y'all ass, not show up for nothing and sing a tune or two and tickle not damn mammy fucking ivory. But yet y'all, you would respect her enough to get up on there and say, oh, well, she said, I hope none of y'all, thank you, Sierra. I already see Sierra's not one of them people to go down there fucking with Juanita. I done bought one concert ticket 2 minutes back in the days, and I'd never buy another. She won't get me to contribute to that them stacks of hair on her head no fucking more. I won't help pay for another bundle, damn it, so help me God. I will never. Now I can't sit up here and tell y'all I won't go over there and pay for a wig for Karen or somebody, help one of them, because they tickets be reasonable. Juanita feel like she gonna come, Karen them come in there and just give you a word, and you know, yeah, some of them celebrities are the worst, Sierra. In real life, they're actually some real bitches. Some of them won't even have talk to you. They be on the stage and oh, bibliocean, oh, it's, you know, I fit it in my Shannon door and all that. And all that, you know what I'm saying? But in real shit, behind the scenes, they don't fool with the citizens. They don't fool with the people. When they get off that stage, they gone behind there. They done been escorted back to their limo to go on their next flight to make their next dollar, holler, you know, or going back to their serenity. They're not finna sit around there with you commoners talking about God and Jesus. They'll talk to your ass virtually, give you a good video, which is why y'all should come down here with me. At least I'm a celebrity that at least reaches out to my people and comment, and I'm gonna always stay in touch, no matter how big y'all make me. Because I'm saying it's y'all because it's y'all that's helping me. It's y'all that's helping me live out a dream. It's y'all that's helping me get to different levels in this game. So that's why I say y'all, and that's why I appreciate the love, and I'm never gonna stop saying that. Y'all be like, damn, I'm so sick of him saying, oh well, get used to it. Because my thing is I've learned to show appreciation to people, no matter how small it is. And like I said, anybody that's on here right now, I appreciate you from the bottom of my old-fashioned ass, you know, old-fashioned heart, my old soul, but I'm really younger than what I probably appear, or seem. But I really thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you all that take the time to actually come on here and fool around with me, you know, and talk and laugh and shoot the bull and kiki and leg slap and shit and holler. And then to drop down in the comments and then take y'all time to sit around fooling around with me. Hey, new goals. Say I'm here. Come on, Flint, Michigan. I see you all the way from Flint. How are things going over there in Flint, Michigan now, new goals? Drop down in the comments or stay up there. Let me know in the live feed and let me know how things are going on with everything with the water situation and all that. I think I'm right about that if I'm keeping up with the news correctly. I've been really sending a lot of love to you guys, especially when everything started, but it still seems like you guys have faded out into the background in some lights, but I want to help bring light to that situation again, all over again, and help do what I can over there in whatever little power I may come about or whatever, even if it's just sending love and good vibes. I just want to do that, but I appreciate you taking the time to even come on here, new goals, and I'm gonna just address you by your screen name. I really appreciate that. Exactly. Hey, Flint in the building. Come on, Sierra. Yes. Like I said, I was trying to give everybody some time to get off and get relaxed or whatever, and get into the house and kind of get in that comfortable mode to where, you know, you start getting into your groove and start going through your YouTube, your Instagram, and, you know, stuff like that. But like I said, this is a test run for me, guys. I want to jump on here. I'm not about to go yet. I'm going to stick around because I see new people are showing up. So maybe it's just the word is just getting out. I mean, hey, I'm willing to stick around a little while longer. But like I was discussing, again, people like Juanita Bynum got the power to go over there and put a little money over there and help everybody over there in Flint with a little dime or two. But she over there buying them wigs and new fur coats and red bottoms and shit like that and diamonds, trying to make herself look better and feel better. That's my only thing. You know, I was, even in church, I always represented the church every year. And every year they would always give an etiquette class. And that etiquette class is something that would teach us, boys separated from the girls, and they would teach you table manners, how to use the proper forks, dinnerware, and all these different things, and glasses, and how to conduct yourself at a dinner table. And those are things I utilize to this day when I get around people that, you know, I need to impress, or not really impress, but people that I know how to rub elbows with, or I'm really a chameleon. And it came in handy. So I mean, I want to speak the same words to you all. For anybody that's going through anything, It's like, shit, get up out the bed and dress yourself up, shave your face, do a little twiggly, something, a little 1-2 with your hair, put a little makeup on, whoever. Fellas, same thing, do yourself even if you can't go no fucking where, you ain't got no bus pass, no gas, probably hell, not even a car. You know what I'm saying? You just stuck in the house. Fuck around with me over here on YouTube. I keep you busy. I'm gonna start posting enough shit to keep you busy to where I'm gonna be your best friend down to this motherfucker. But those are things that we still give thanks for. You know what I'm saying? So, in spite of all, like I said, being thankful for you all, the followers, the supporters. I pour out so much love to you guys, and like I said, she could be doing the same thing, spending time with the people, getting to know the people, and see what she can do to help. Because me personally, I'm all about helping somebody. But I would never in my life, excuse me, I would never in my life decide to be in anybody's pulpit. No siree, Bob. No man press ham. I would never do anybody's pulpit for the simple fact of I feel like every Sunday I have to get up there and sell false hope. Why not just give the real thing away for free? Give it away. If it's worth giving, if it's worth having, I feel like it's worth giving away. Fuck it. Especially something so simple as that. Love is something that's so easy to give. But for some reason, it's so hard for some folks to come about it. And like I said, some of the worst ones are actually in the church. Not that I'm saying that everybody that is in the church is evil. And oh my God, they're no good. Some of them folk over there really are they really go to church for what they believe in, and this is what they're taught. And if any of you are anything like me, this is what you've been taught coming up. That was your faith. And I say, if nothing else, go watch 12 Years a Slave. It'll tell you a lot. I talked to somebody yesterday, had never seen the movie. Heard about it when it came out, but never got to see it. There's another one that I was waiting to see, but it never came out. I'm not going to mention the name on here because I'm just not. But maybe one day we'll find out that, make sure everybody's comfortable and everybody knows who I really am before I start getting too far out there so I don't offend people too quickly and shit like that and have to suffer too much backlash because I'm already doing that anyway with some of the commenters. But it's all good. I can handle it. I'm never worried, not really even bothered. When I got into this, I knew what it was all about. But at the end of the day, I still said, even with that, knowing that there's those negative points in it that could possibly be, I don't even have to have them because I don't draw that energy. It's period. And that's what you all need to understand too. And now we're flowing over into discussing some things. Now we into some things. But you know what I'm saying? Just like talking about your energy. It's like I've recently found for myself as a person, and this is just personally. And this is just now a point of y'all getting to know AJ Red. This is me giving y'all a personal part of me and who I really am, and to let y'all know who I am so y'all can actually get a feel for it. Now, for those of you who are not here, maybe when y'all see this video, y'all get it. But I'm a person now who recently got big into positive vibes. I don't believe in being around negative people. I don't believe in speaking negative thoughts into my atmosphere, my being, my daily life, Even though sometimes that snippet of thought from me may come in with something negative, even if it's something that may happen at work, like being overwhelmed or something like that, I instantly block that with something positive, such as, nah, that's the way it could have been if I chose to, let it be that way. But I flip that around in my mind so quick and throw a positive spin on that shit. And when I tell y'all, my days come out so much better than I damn near could have even expected. And so that's why for me, I'm a person of vibes. And like I said, I'm an empath. I don't deal with people now that are shady. I don't deal with low vibrations. I don't fool around with any of that shit because I feel like with me, I pick up that shit. And like other people, you may, like they said, transferring of spirits and all that stuff. You can be in the most great mood you possibly can be, going to work one day, and all it takes is one person, when you walking in all cheery, to screw it up with a negative reply to, Grand Rising or something like that. We ain't no damn biscuits. Okay. Well, something like that. So in order to not, basically, I guess for lack of a better phrase, not wear my emotions on my sleeve or my heart on my sleeve, So it's just like I'm a person of now nothing but positive thoughts, positive vibrations. Shit happens, yeah. But in the midst of it, I'm still thinking nothing but positive thoughts and outcomes of the shit that's going on in the present moment. Shit, all this fucking killing, the monkeypox and shit. Me having to go down here and deal with this on a weekly basis with being on the front line again. Like I said, I want to say not as bad as COVID was, the outbreak, because seems like they're kind of gotten in front of it, but it's still just as bad. And I can show you. I went and got my monkeypox shot. If I can see I had my monkeypox shot Friday at work, and it's red like that because I fooled around and showered and fucked around and rubbed it with the loofah sponge. But it's a little irritated. But other than that, it's fine. If you want to check to see in your area with the health department and see if it's actually available, or reach out to your local physician or your PCP, primary care physician, and see if they have it available. If you are interested in getting it, I know there's some that's saying, I don't want all this different shit, these different shots. That's cool, that's your choice. And I understand wholeheartedly, there's no judgment at all here. But I personally, I got it. I didn't want to get it either. And it wasn't pressed upon me, but I got it to actually protect my loved ones from me. And when I say that, I say it to mean, since I have to go and work around it every day, since, like I told you guys, I ended up working through COVID all that time, giving tests, treating people, and all this other extra shit. And I had never gotten COVID, did very well. Kept my immune system up. I was doing everything I needed to do, and handling my business. And I ended up getting it anyway. So shit, I took the shot because at some point I got to make sure at least I'm shielded and I don't bring anything back to my family. But new goals, hell no, she ain't got her own church. She ain't never had. That's what I'm sitting there saying. That's the one thing she's never had. She's never had her own church. All those albums, now she's going to everybody else's church and she's made coin off of this and gone back by herself and did what she had to do. Oh, Sierra, I need to see because them pox don't look like no joke. They aren't. And like I said, I still describe it as adult chicken pox, but if you had it, you still don't want that shit, and it leaves marks sometimes on the skin, like permanent marks. So you don't want it. So yeah, check with your primary care physician if you're concerned about it, and seeing if they have it available in your area. If you cannot find it in your area, or you find it difficult to find in your area, let me know. Send me a message or drop down in the comments and let me know maybe a county or something you live in. And once I get to work, I can get with some of the CDC material and my county here and actually find out, what county is best for you to actually go and get that vaccination if you would so choose to get it. So see, I'm helpful in a whole lot of ways. So yeah, if you need help with finding the vaccine in your area, send me a message and let me know, and I'll be glad to assist you in finding somewhere if your PCP doesn't have it. No, Sierra, she ain't got no new goals. She just hopping around from church to church buying Fendi, Gucci, and dressing up, in her outfits and whatnot. Basically like a church girl. If any of y'all remember her having a sermon, she had a sermon where she was telling the women how to be freaky and how to sex their husband and how to be so freaky and nasty. And she shocked me when she came out with this. And no bishop, no preacher said anything about it when she actually said anything. She talked about some of the nastiest, she talked about some of the nastiest shit over there in the pulpit to the women. I think, what was it she had made? It wasn't woman, no. Bishop T.D. Jakes did Woman Thou Art Loose. That was about the time, I think, Behind the Veil came out. But she did a women's conference or something. When she did a women's conference, and I can't remember exactly where, because it was way back in 2000 and I want to say 2008, maybe. She did a women's conference, and she went around preaching the same sermon, telling the women how to be nasty and stop getting to bed with something sexy on, You know, don't go down and get in the bed with no moo on, all this stuff. Tell them to be freaking nasty with their husband, and now all of a sudden you got a problem with secular music. Secular music said I don't see no saint telling or anybody in the pulpit that they done made any babies off of Shirley Caesar's Hold My Mule. Name somebody. I don't give a damn if they saved or not. What happened to Bishop T.D. Jakes' church? Heard his church are empty now. Yeah, New Goals. A lot of them churches are empty now because a lot of people have had time to sit and think and come to themselves in their own spirituality and realize they don't have to go to the church and pay the pastor for a message. They say study to show thyself approved. Study the word yourself. And so you got to keep running down to the bishop or nobody else to figure out nothing. I think she's dead. No, she's a son. Listen, this girl, she ain't never had nothing else going for herself. Like I said, but at the end of the day, you in between the sheets. Listen, that's what I'm sitting there saying. Ain't nobody ever made no baby off Hold My Mule. Ain't nobody not even listening. You brought the sunshine making no. I know. I'm pretty sure Karen there wasn't a part of the show. They had Marvin Gaye, some Keith Sweat or somebody, or something like that going. I know, and I'm gonna put this out there. This is a test for anybody that feels like that's going too far or feel like that's questionable. You drop down in the comments later, even if you see this video, you let me know. I know good and goddamn well there ain't now saint. I don't care who they is, ain't none of them, unless they probably made love to Price is Right, Wheel of Fortune or some shit, and that's boring as hell. They may as well have turned on a little Shirley Caesar or something, a little Ty Tribbett or something like that, and got down to the get down. Wait, hold on, Sierra. You said Bishop T.D. Jakes' wife? Girl, I know you lying. Wait a minute. Now y'all hit me on some new tea. I gotta go figure some things out. I kind of heard that in the wind, but when I heard it, it was from like an unreliable source. So I kind of let it roll off. But y'all know I trust y'all and what y'all be telling me. So listen. She was messing with another woman? Well, quiet is kept, loud is spoken. Bishop T.D. Jakes' wife ain't... I don't want to say it, but y'all, she ain't never been no great looker anyway. I always thought she kind of looked like, oh my God. I always thought she kind of looked like a dude. To me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to offend the bishop, but listen. It was something funny about that all the while, and I guess now they're just waiting to... And maybe that had something to do with this sermon about them raising the women being raised like men or to be like men. I want to say I remember that. But again, that's one of the things I heard in the wind. And I really didn't jump into it and like dig into it and find out about about it like I wanted to. Because like I said, of course, like I told you before, I've been in the church scene, in the music scene, in the backgrounds with a lot of artists. And like I said, I'm not going to tell anybody's business. So anybody watching this, don't even worry about a goddamn thing. That was your business. And whatever you told me, that's between me, you, and whomever else. Your God, my God, it ain't got nothing to do with me. That's going to stay between us. I don't play with nobody's personal life like that. That's one thing I don't do because I don't want nobody, because you fuck with me like that, it's going to be consequences, period. But, so that's why I respect people's space and their personal being. But no, I have to look back at that. Y'all, like I said, y'all be putting me on some shit and I be trusting what y'all be telling me. Okay. I'm going to go check that out. So y'all going to find out Sierra and New Goals. Y'all going to find out when I get the skinny because I'm sure as fuck going to go down there and put the look and see on it. I'm going to go put my professor's glasses on. I got to get me a pair of them. I don't need nobody's glasses. Nobody's. And somebody was in the comments trying to find out how old I am. Like, why? I'm just gonna say like this, like my brother-in-law say, I'm old enough to vote, but old enough to vote, but too weak to sit in the governor's office. I ain't telling nobody. See, old soul. I ain't gonna say I won't divulge because like I have a birthday coming up and probably you all will probably know about it. I'll probably do a whole live for sure for my birthday from a remote location. Okay, new goals. Okay, so no, I didn't see it. I'm going back and look at that, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna bring y'all some information on that. I'm gonna bring y'all a show on that. I'm gonna bring y'all a show on that this week. But I didn't see it. Honestly, all day long, I've been ripping and running all over the goddamn place and not being still, and then trying to sleep in because I've been trying to recharge my battery. Cause listen, old rag dude just ain't what he used to be. But I had to give me a little nap in, a little sleep in a little bit, get a few things done. You know, calling and check on my mom and stuff like that, check on family, see how they're doing. That's one of my things. I'm big on family. Y'all like my family. That's why I check on y'all too. That's why I say come on down here and holler at me. You know, we got to keep this thing going. But look, I done been up on here, I guess, 46 minutes. Is there anything y'all want me to discuss? Any videos y'all want me to do anything on besides Juanita Bynum's new confession with her doing her thing? Because I'm going to look that up. Y'all best believe I'm going to write that down right now. But is there anything y'all want me to do? Any videos, anything y'all want me to cover that I haven't covered so far? Y'all let me know. And I have a couple of things in line, a couple of things I actually was supposed to do this weekend. But again, I had to recharge. I was very tired. I've been working long hours at work, overworking. You know, like I said, this monkeypox things, overflow of patients, COVID still is a real thing. Still getting an influx of COVID patients, and just being overworked, but actually being a real trooper and a fighter about it because I know it's going to be a triumph. It's just a test for a triumph for me, and I already know that because I know where I'm headed. I know what my goals are, and listen, baby, when I tell y'all, manifestation is a motherfucker. That's all I tell y'all. Y'all can get into that if y'all want to, but if not, hey, but y'all are a part of my manifestation. True friends, true people. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. Yeah, all right. She got on her knees in front of him, all right. I almost let my liquor courage jump out and got on her knees in front of him. I almost said something I wasn't gonna be able to listen. But yes, I'm definitely gonna look into that video for y'all and that information and find out everything I can find out about that situation and see if nothing else, if I can get everything short of getting in touch with the bishop himself and Juanita. I need to know what's going on, what the fuck happens on the real talk. But is there anything y'all want me to be discussing? Anything coming up? And I gotta stay on top of Wendy, y'all, because I need to see how Wendy's doing. So I'm gonna definitely be giving y'all an update on Wendy Williams and see how she's doing. I might have to book me a flight over there to Manhattan and go knock on that door and probably get out there with me a picket sign and see where she at and how she doing up in there. Cause listen, but her brother claims she's having some progress. So we gonna see, we gonna find out. Cause honey, the last time I saw her and them legs, ooh, god damn. If she had been healed from lymphonemia, if she been healed from it, she deflated real quick. And my whole thing is, listen, I don't know if she exercising or going to get skin grafts or something. My best friend was like, shout out to my best friend, Mr. Marlon Thomas, y'all, over there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Me and him always having these debates about Wendy Williams and Nene Leakes. I'm gonna have to let y'all hear one of these phone. I'm gonna have to record one of these phone conversations one of these days and just put that shit up on here and let y'all just go in and listen how we let have we be talking shit. Because when I tell you, me and that fool together ain't got shit. Y'all think I ain't got no sense. When I get with him, I lose all sense of sense. Just say really whatever comes to mind. Like I sometimes get ready to do him with y'all, but I'll be like, let me check the vibe. Hell yeah, Wendy got a lot going on. Baby, Wendy got a whole life that needs fixing. She need to go by Iyanla and let her talk. Let's talk to her. Just sit a spell. And honestly, no drinks, just a little warm tea for the throat chakras. No booze in the room. Make sure she check all her bags. Make sure she ain't got nothing in her pocketbook. No booger sugar. No doctor prescribed shit. No prescriptions and shit like that. And check her out, honey. And look her over. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and get my ass out of here because I got to get up and go to this 8 to 5, 9 to 6, whatever, and work this overtime and do what the Lord told me to do and go among the highways and byways and heal the sick, feed the hungry, and clothe the naked child. Y'all know I love y'all for everything that y'all do. For Sierra, New Goals, and Miss Janet Farmer that were on here. Let me say I do appreciate y'all for stopping by and spending so much time with me going back and forth and actually helping me out with this new live, this test run. It was only supposed to be like 30 minutes, but when y'all came on and got to talking to me, it's like good old friends sitting down, like Cameron sipping tea and having fun. So I look forward to doing it again with you all. And till next time, hopefully the next live, we have more people. But I guess by the time everybody see this, it's going to be like, oh, damn, didn't see it. But like I said, part of it's my fault too, because I wasn't able to send out the notification to do so. And I wasn't able to do it live I could have done it live from YouTube, but I wouldn't have been able to use my background. So maybe next time I'll just jump on live and just do something different and just see. And maybe that'll get a better response for the people out there with the live. All right. Love you guys. I love you so much, Sierra. Appreciate you. You have a good night. I'll see the rest of you guys tomorrow. Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine airs. It's probably aired for some of y'all today. It'll air for me for some crazy ass reason over here in Houston until on Mondays, which I think Married to Medicine automatically airs on Mondays anyways. But Real Housewives of Atlanta doesn't air over here for me until Mondays for some reason. And it used to didn't do that. And I'm thinking maybe it's because I'm watching it on different platforms. And I think that may be the problem, or the issue. But I'll figure it out by and by. Just like we're going to figure out Juanita's hairline and her new route. And while she was down on her knees in front of me. All right, love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye.